Hello, this is Craig and welcome back to another episode of Cruising Off Duty. In the last episode you saw we anchored in front of a beautiful white sand beach on Grindstone Island called Potter's Beach. In this episode we're going to raise anchor, go around to the other side of Grindstone Island and be facing the town of Clayton. Why is that? Well, this is July 3rd and Clayton throws their firework festivities for the Independence Day one day early, so we're going to check that out. But it's not all clear sailing to get over to those fireworks. On the way over, we have an unscheduled man overboard drill that was, good practice, but not something we wanted to really do. And then, before the fireworks, we get stopped by the police and told to turn around and go back to our boat. More on that in a little bit. If you're new to the channel and you don't know who we are or what we're all about, this will probably answer those questions. Hi, we are Craig and Janice and welcome to Cruising Off Duty. We love to travel and to see the world, and in the future we plan to do that full time. That's right, we're going to sell everything, buy a catamaran, and sail around the world. And just to reinforce that plan, I went on a 3-week transatlantic sailing passage on this catamaran and loved it. But sadly, we're probably a few years away from that big purchase, so for now we're sailing our 35-foot Beneteau around the Thousand Islands, and it is breathtaking. Oh, there's plenty of YouTube channels that'll take you all over the Caribbean, but we're probably the only channel that's going to show you this world-class cruising ground right in the mouth of the Great Lakes, in between Canada and the United States. So hopefully you want to come along with us as we go cruising. And if you're all about the Caribbean, who knows, maybe somebody else will ask me to sail their sailboat in some tropical place. No, seriously, I would go again. I work for free. I don't eat much. I'll sleep on the floor. I'm easy to get along with. I've got salt water in my veins. Okay, we are leaving Potter's Beach and people are still coming. We're gonna head off to the other side of Grindstone Island to go watch the fireworks tonight at Clayton. So it's time to raise the anchor. Here it comes. Let it kind of drift for a bit, get all the dirt off of it. There we go. Okay, put it in gear. All right.
Fiascos wants us to go the other way.
Because it wants us to go around these rocks.
So Craig is going to perform the rescue operation while I just keep this boat off the rocks, that's all. It's my only responsibility. I don't know if you can see what's going on. Our chair is over there.
We are inside our little towel tent here inside our boat.
Yeah, we had a few towels to dry and it's very sunny and there is no breeze. So therefore,
look at that. Bit of sun on the face.
Yeah, I had the 60 on.
Yeah, so did I.
I still have like 60.
I just get sun better or faster than she does. Yeah, so we are here on Independence Day in Clayton, across from Clayton. I'll show you in a second where we are because we're inside our towel tent now. We just wanted to mention we had quite the eventful day.
We had a lot of mini fiascos, just kind of one after another, but they were all,
We survived them all.
Right, we recovered.
So what were they? Go through them all.
So first of all, he dropped the gas cap from our dinghy motor into the water. So we had to swim around with the goggles on trying to find that.
Yeah.
And,
we almost didn't find it.
No, we were about to give up.
And then I found it last minute with the little, we didn't have our snorkel masks.
No, we had no gear, no flippers, nothing.
Flippers. We got to put all that on the boat.
It was just deep enough that it was almost not going to.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the underside of the cap having a little bit of white, which I saw last minute, I wouldn't have seen it because the black cap at the bottom of 13 feet of, mossy bottom, it was almost impossible to see. I saw a little bit of white and I realized that's what was my gas cap and I got it down there. And
hooray!
Hooray for me, hooray for me. She said she couldn't have gotten down that
I would
far.
Never have been able to do it.
Yeah, so.
I have a belly. I float.
She floats.
I had no flippers.
So what we need to do is we need to buy one of those little weight belts,
yeah.
So that if we need to swim down, it's hard when you're buoyant to swim down that far, especially with no fins. So anyways, that was number one.
Fins in a snorkel.
And then number two, there was a boat going by who was Canadian and I wanted to get up and wave and I was driving and when I got up,
he
chair went flying in the water.
Chucked his chair into the water.
Yeah, and
luckily it floated, so we were able to turn around.
Of course, the very friendly Canadian's like, "Oh, did you want me to get that for you?" And I'm like, "No, I'll get my own chair, thank you." So I had to get her to steer the big boat while I got in the dinghy and went got that. So saved, and I was really amazed that thing floated. Floated like right at the top of the water.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, like yeah. Show them again. This one.
Yeah.
These ones, they float. I mean, really well float, because the backrest was still straight up and down in the water. It looked like somebody was sitting on the water. But that was interesting, and I went back and got that. And then we filmed all day with my cinematic camera.
A bunch of filming.
That's my big.
We took the long scenic route so that we could video all of the cute islands and houses and we're gonna be doing the same scenic route back the way we came,
Yes.
and recording it all over again.
Because I bought an ND filter from Amazon, and if ever you heard anybody say you get what you pay for, or don't buy a cheap filter, so I bought this set of filters for my camera. And when we got to the boat here and I was looking at all the footage from today, luckily yesterday I was using a different lens.
Yeah, we only started using this crap today.
Just for this one day I decided to switch to my other lens, which is a really good lens, but then I put this filter on it and everything looked like it had baby powder on it. Like everything had this foggy fuzziness and ruined the entire day's worth of filming. So when we're done Clayton tonight, after the fireworks and all that, tomorrow morning we're gonna head back to Kingston anyway, because we need to get more propane and we need to get more water for our tanks and yada, yada, yada. But we have to go back, but we could have gone the quick way back, but now we're gonna go the long way back so I can film all the stuff we filmed today.
Do over
again.
everything we did today.
So anyways, the Camelot Islands are beautiful, so they're well worth filming, and it's really a shame that all the filming from today was ruined, but we gotta go back that way.
We get to see it again tomorrow.
Yeah, we get to see it again. Yay for us. So let me just show you where we are. We are anchored where nobody else is anchored. There's Clayton across the bay there. And let me just zoom in so you can see it a bit better. They do their 4th of July fireworks on the 3rd of July. So we're gonna be here for that. What I heard was they fire them from one of these islands. I heard it was this island here with the little turret on it. And so we are anchored across the river, closer to Grindstone Island, hoping that that's where they're shooting them from. But if they're shooting them from the town proper, it's going to be a fairly long wave view of the fireworks. But you know what? Any fireworks is better than no fireworks. When I zoom back out, you realize just how far away that is. But anyways, it'll be fun. And we're the only ones over here, so we are not being inundated. We got our binoculars out and looked, and everywhere over there that's even slightly bit of anchorage, it's just like a gong show of boats all rafted almost right beside each other. So we are nicely tucked away here on this anchorage all by ourselves. Yeah, and it's very, it's like 11 feet of water, and it's great. Yeah. So we will watch the fireworks, and of course we will bring it to you, so you will get to see the fireworks as well. Talk to you guys later. Hey, change your plans. My little party girl says, let's go over.
We're missing out. What if there's like fun stuff happening?
She wants to dinghy across to Clayton.
Yeah, all the way.
And party with them, and then come back in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And come back to our boat.
Don't worry, we have our life jackets and a light this time.
Yeah, we got a nav light, we got a spotlight, we got our life jackets. We're ready. Ready to rock. Okay, let's do this.
Off we go! All the way over there.
Go by the island and see if the fireworks are being shot from there.
Yeah. We're getting a second chance at sunset. It already set for us, but now that we have moved further away, Island, yeah, that's where the fireworks are getting shot from, and I know we're in the right place because there's a bunch of boats anchored out and about around the island. There.
What's that? Yeah, we're going all the way. As you can see, we had no real issue with the Coast Guard boat. All they wanted to make sure is that we didn't go within 500 feet of the island, which was not in our plans anyway. We were going to go all the way across the river. But then we run into the police boat.
We got a police boat here. We have our life jackets on though. We're good boys and girls today. And there appears to be another police boat with its light on over there. So we're heading back to the boat. We got foiled because we didn't have a stern light, so the police boat said to turn around and go back. So there we go. We had everything but a stern light, and we have a flashlight, and it is a white light, and we said, can we use that? And they said, nope, not good enough. You have to go back to your boat right now. Oh, okay.
Okay. The police sent us back. Boo.
We didn't have a stern light.
Boo, police
Even
officers.
though we had nav lights.
We have this
life
green
jackets.
and red. Green and red on the front and white on the back light that we had on our boat. And the officer's like, do you have a rear stern light? Like a white light on the back?
And
we're
we
like,
said, we have a flashlight. Can we use that? No, that's not good enough. You have to go back to your boat right now.
yeah,
Oh.
sent us back.
But I guess it's good.
After we were like 3/4 of the way
we were
across.
almost there to the other side of the river. But I guess it's okay because we wouldn't have wanted to get in bigger trouble coming back in the pitch black.
Well, yeah, but once we're committed, we're committed. Once we're over there, they can't say don't go back. So, but we have I mean, it is a nav. We bought this from the chandlery. It is green on one side, red on the other, and then a white on the back. So I mean, theoretically covers all
The
the
white
colors.
wasn't on the stern then, so that was
Yeah, he
not
wanted a light on the stern
satisfactory.
of our dinghy, not just pointing towards the back of our dinghy. And I even said I'd hold the flashlight behind me because I was sitting at the back, and he was like, nope, go back to your boat.
Not good enough.
All right, so we're gonna watch the fireworks from here. It's gonna be fine because we did find out everybody's anchored in the middle, so that island right there is where they're gonna fire the fireworks, so we will see it perfectly fine. But we're gonna party on the other side.
We'll have booze right now anyway.
Yeah, we were gonna have go to a bar and have a drink, but now we'll do it on our own boat. Cheaper. Bye. Explain it.
So the gig is back on. We had given up and we had like taken off our shoes and our life jackets, and then these kind folks came over to say, to welcome us onto the
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
Oh yeah, hi.
Very, very friendly. So now they're gonna take us over closer to the island
after all.
where the actual fireworks will be shot
And
from.
we love Canadians, right?
Oh,
There we go.
Hey.
How could you not, right?
We do.
I mean, it was obvious we were Canadian.
The flag tipped us off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's almost a little overkill on the flag, isn't
The flag
it?
was probably made in China, but whatever.
The fireworks in Clayton were quite good, and we're really glad that family offered to take us closer because we got a great vantage point. Of course, cameras never do it justice. You really got to see it in person. Good morning, people.
Good morning.
It is yet another perfectly blue, sunny day.
It's July 4th.
Yeah, happy Independence
Day. Woo.
Yeah. We sort of celebrated last night, as you saw, if you saw the last episode, where we watched the fireworks that were fired off that island right there. And a nice family from one of these houses, I'm not sure which one, probably that one I think they went to. They motored over and asked if we wanted to get closer, and they took us over right beside the island to watch the fireworks, which was really cool. So,
Yes, it was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Thank
I
you
feel
to
bad
them.
that we didn't say come for a sail, but now we don't know.
yeah, we have to get back to Kingston. We
We have
got
a lot
so
to do
many
today.
things to do. So, and we're also going to take the long route around Grindstone Island to get back to Kingston because we want to go through the Camelot Islands one more time and film it again, since my camera had the lens had a bit of a malfunction. So we got to do that again because that is beautiful, beautiful area.
It's like too nice out right now.
Yeah.
It's only 10 a.m. or 10:30.
It's already super hot, and look,
It's
there's
so
not
hot.
not
a single cloud. Well, I mean, way over there, not a cloud.
yeah, like couldn't ask for a nicer day. People out canoeing. Awesome day. But you get to the point where you're so lathered in sunscreen all the time, you kind of almost hope for a little bit of
Cloudy day.
a little bit of a
Anyway.
cloud. But we'll take what we can get, which is perfectly blue skies.
Definitely gonna have to swim soon.
All right, let's raise the anchor and get going. Janice was commenting when she goes to raise the anchor that it's so perfectly clear. I don't know if the camera's.
Clearer than yesterday. I don't know what.
I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but man, you're gonna see right to the bottom. There it is. Oh my goodness! Look at the weed monster.
You have a sea monster.
Oh my goodness! Look at it.
Yep.
Check it out. Like a cloud of
My goodness.
crap.
I need to pull
Well, it's
her.
definitely sand. Just sort of letting it drift for now. See if I can see what's off. Look at all that stuff. Should I go up and down with it? You film? Luckily it's not windy so we can drift. Yeah, we were worried it was all rock here, but certainly not rock. It's like a mud.
Huh.
Sandy mud. This is a bit of a heavier anchor than we used to have, so it's a little harder to do this. There we go.
Magic.
Clean? Mm-hmm. Not pretty much.
Almost. I'll pick that off after.
A little bit of weed at the end, but mostly it was just really thick mud and weed. It wasn't too windy, so we're not drifting back. Now it was time to leave our little anchorage and head back around the long way through the Thousand Islands back to Potter's Beach. And wow, on July 4th, there was a ton of boats there. So we are back at Potter's Beach on Grindstone Island. It was busy yesterday when it was July 3rd. It's even more busy now that it's July 4th. In fact, we were the only sailboat here yesterday. Now there's even more motorboats and 2 additional sailboats, if not 3 additional sailboats. Cool. I just got to find a spot to anchor. Okay, Janice just anchored us, and it is crazy busy in here today. We had to anchor further out this time than we did last time. So, still, very cool. Maybe I'll even drone. We shall see. Okay, we're going swimming. Because it is hot as balls out here. I'm not going to check the temperature because I'm probably not going to like the number. Oh yeah. That'll wake you up.
The boats keep on coming.
Yeah, behind the camera over there, just boat after boat after boat coming in. It's going to be to the point where there's not going to be any more room for anchoring. There's just no wind today. None. Like our flag, it's not even in frame, I'm sure. It's just like hanging like a curtain. Once you get in it, you get used to it. But it's probably out here because we're deeper. It's probably 73, 74.
75-ish.
75? Oh, it's got warmer. 75 is acceptable.
Yeah, 75-ish. Maybe 4.5.
This is awesome.
Nice.
This is the life. We're anchored, so we're allowed to have rum. We found a new trick. We have a bunch of frozen pineapple from home that we had in our freezer, and now instead of ice cubes, we put frozen pineapple chunks in. And it's very tasty. Rum and Coke with pineapple is awesome.
Yeah, let's go on.
There's probably a drink like that. Is there a drink like that?
There is now.
It's now 75 this time, and I can handle 75. 72 is just a little too chilly. 75 is actually acceptable. When we were in Kingston, it was 79 in that little bay by the turret. That was really enjoyable. I love 79. 75 I can actually manage. Now we're going to take a motor in the dinghy around and get my cinematic camera on the gimbal out and film this again. This time I got a better lens. Well, it's not the
Way
lens.
more crowded.
There's the filter, shitty filter. All right, yeah, and this is way more crowded than yesterday, so she's gonna have to weave in between boats. All right, let's do this. We enjoy meeting our viewers, so if you ever see us out on the water like this guy, just say hi or come on over.
Like your video.
Oh, thanks.
So we're leaving Potter's Beach. It was fun. We had a swim to start because it was super, super hot. Had our lunch, then went around in the dinghy and videoed the whole thing and the many, many, many boats. Apparently, if you are a power boater on Independence Day, that is the spot. We should have counted them, but it's too late now. So now we're heading back to Kingston. We're gonna go for gelato again and fill our fuel and our water. See you later.
That ended a beautiful Independence Day here at Grindstone Island. Of course, from this point we had to get back to Kingston, but because there's no wind, we had to motor all the way back. But it was still a beautiful, beautiful day, and I got some cinematic shots on the way back. In the next episodes, we're going to go off to Fox Island, we're going to go to Sackett's Harbor, we're going to go to Cape Vincent. There's just a lot of things coming up in the near future, so stay tuned to the channel for that. But you can look forward to all that Thousand Island boating goodness in the upcoming episodes of Cruising Off Duty, so hopefully you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. If you enjoyed this episode, show the channel some love and hit that like button. If you really want to show the channel some love, maybe consider being a Patreon of the channel. There's a link in the bottom left corner. It really is appreciated and it helps cover the cost of producing these episodes, and I thank those patrons that are already on board. But until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you safe cruising.